steps. Okay, so today is the first day of chemo again. So let me rewind, because I just started vlogging my journey when I came to do my mammogram and my ultrasound. So I'm gonna take you back a couple of steps. So it started all out on October the 19th. I went to the doctor because I haven't pooped in like 2 weeks. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you should have figured that out. You should have did. I'm not a natural pooper. I know if that sounds crazy, but hey, we family, whatever. So if I don't go to the restroom but once a week, I'm like once, twice a week, I'm like, oh, okay, my body doesn't naturally, I'm not a natural shitter. I'm not full of shit. Let me just tell y'all that. So I went to the doctor because I have not used the restroom. Went to the doctor October the 19th. Mind you, I know my body. I've been through some things. I know my body. And I know I've lost a little weight because I used to be super thick. And then I started slimming down some, but it wasn't too bad. It was like, okay, Sean, you got the little hourglass going on. You kind of cute. But went to the doctor. But I know for a fact on my birthday, and I will post pictures from my birthday photo shoot. I was 192 pounds. I was 192 pounds solid thick. I wasn't flabby. Stomach was still flat. I had more hips than anything. So when I came to the doctor, I got weighed. Literally, my birthday was July 19th. Came to the doctor October 19th. I was 163 pounds. And I was not trying to lose weight. My doctor was like, oh my God, you're getting super small. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm doing everything I normally do. I still eat. I still run around. I still work. I still do all of that. So she was like, well, I'm concerned because you're losing too much weight too fast and not trying to. And I'm like, okay, let's figure it out. So the first step was to get my colon checked for colonoscopy because I have not pooped. And I did that. I had tests for the colonoscopy. So she said, we're going to do a CT scan first. She said, we'll do a CT scan. They done a CT scan the exact same day, which was October the 19th, which was on a Thursday. It was on a Thursday. I got my results back on that Friday. Mind you. Got my results back that Friday. They called me to schedule my my colonoscopy for that Monday. And I'm like, okay, cool. Then the doctor called me back with the test results. And she was like, okay, we have a problem. And I'm like, okay, what's up? Because me and my doctor know, don't sugarcoat shit with me. I'm a big girl, I can take it. All that faking and shaking, that's what I can't take. So she said, well, we found a tumor on your intestines. I'm like, so what are we going to do? She said, we need to remove this tumor, like ASAP. Because the tumor is what's blocking the passage for me to actually go to the restroom. I'm like, okay. So, mind you, that was Friday. So they called me later on Friday. You know, I was supposed to go have my colonoscopy that Monday. And when they called me, they was like, okay, well, we're going to do both at the same time because I still need to get a colonoscopy. So they moved my surgery to that Tuesday. So that Tuesday, I was going to have the tumor removed and also a colonoscopy. So long story short, I woke up from whatever they did, stomach in pain. So I knew they did something with my stomach. And it was all laparoscopic with a small little cut. And they told me, oh, hey, we had to stop the surgery because you had a lot of internal bleeding in your stomach. So they was only able to remove the tumor, no colonoscopy, which I'm fine. Get what's hurting me out first. So, long story short, oh, we'll do the colonoscopy later. We're going to take this tumor out. We're going to test this tumor. Mind you, I had surgery on a Tuesday. My follow-up for the doctor wasn't until that week later. So I can't remember exactly what day, but it was still the same week that I had the surgery. They called me back and they told me, hey, we tested the tumor. The tumor is cancer. Well, they say malignant. They say the tumor is malignant. We need to come up with a regimen to figure out what we're going to do. All right, I'm suited, booted, been here before. Okay, I'm ready. Nothing like that really scares me. But then also, it came back. They said, oh, when we looked at everything else, you have a spot on you have a lesion, they call it hepatic lesions or something like that, and that's your liver. So they saw some masses on my liver. And I'm like, okay. And also, you remember I did a CT on the following, because I couldn't do anything for the first couple of days. So it had to been that following week. I went and got an ultrasound of my liver, and I went and got ultrasound of my breast, and also I got a mammogram. Boom. Had to sit here all day. So that video that you saw me going in and doing that with my breast, my liver, and all that, mind you, that was just last week. And they told me, they said, hey, them lesions on your liver is cancer, so we got to figure something else out. I'm like, we ain't even did the shit with the tumor that was on the intestines. Then when they was doing the ultrasound, they seen some stuff on my spleen, which was undetected from the other stuff. So I was like, okay. They took me to another room, which y'all saw, and I had a mammogram. They did a mammogram first, and the lady was like, oh my God, your breast make my breast hurt. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? She's like, oh, she's like, are you not in pain? I'm like, no, I'm not in no pain. Mind you, this entire time I have not been in any pain. She's like, oh my God. She said they look like cysts, but it's like 10 cyst pockets in it's 10 cyst pockets in my right breast, 4 in my left. And I'm like, okay. She said, but we need to get an ultrasound so the doctor can actually measure how big they are, and if it's really cyst pockets, if it's benign or if it's malignant. I'm like, okay. So I waited about another good hour or so. Then I went into another room. They did an ultrasound. When they did the ultrasound, she sat there. She was talking to me for a minute. Then she stopped talking. I'm just like, what's going on? So she turned around and said, well, get dressed. She wiped all the jelly stuff off. She said, get dressed, and I'm gonna come back in and talk to you. I'm like, okay, cool. Still chilling. She walked in and she said, it's malignant. And y'all, when I sat there, look, I'm gonna cry in a second. I'm trying not to. I said, God. First, it was my intestines. Then it's my liver. Then it's my spleen. Now you freaking telling me it's my titties too? I'm like, God, come on now, God. What's up? What are you trying to sit me down for? Like, what are you trying to sit me down for? I done been through, y'all, I'm sorry. I done been through some journeys. But y'all, I ain't never been through this shit. This is a different type of journey. So they was like, we need to sit down and come up with a regimen. We got to get you a team. It can't just be one doctor, because we need a team, because it's taking over damn near 70% of your body. And I'm like, come on now, be for real. Don't do me like this. Not right now. Not when I got this beautiful grandbaby. No. And then I'm like, okay, well, whatever. So mind you, y'all, this was last week. They called me. They said, hey, boom, found a regimen. You're going to do intravenous chemo, which means they're going to do the chemo through the IV. I'm gonna have to take a chemo pill too. I think it's Keytruda. I'll find out when I go in a few minutes. Mind you, they finna double up on my ass. And let me stop crying, because it's not tears of sadness, it's tears of joy, because I still open my eyes again. So I know he not done with me yet. Let me show y'all where I'm at. This is, I don't know if y'all can see. This is where I'm at. This is the facility that I'm about to go in. And what they call it, I'ma call it getting poked on. That's gonna be my new term for this shit. I'm about to go get poked on. You a G?
I don't miss too often, man.
You need to be playing baseball. I have done blood work. Blood work was okay for me to do chemo. So that's cool. I'm sitting in the car getting me some little car therapy. And I'm going to just vlog all of this and put it all together and put it out there. Because Lord knows, baby, I have to do this every Thursday. So I guess every Thursday I have something to talk about. I have to do this every Thursday for the next 12 weeks. They're going to reevaluate and reassist in 6 weeks to make sure, or like where the status is and how it's going. Yeah, this some shit. I haven't eaten real good in like 2 days. I ate last night. I don't eat beef, I don't eat pork, I don't eat red meat, I don't eat none of that. But my son made some meatloaf for the first time, y'all. He was so excited he made his meatloaf. And I was like, look, baby, you know I don't eat beef. If I end up getting sick, at least I can say I got sick because my baby made some food. And he didn't ask me to taste it. He just told me he made it, sent me a picture of it and everything. And I said, bring me some and I'm gonna taste it. He was like, you for real? I'm like, I'm dead ass. He's like, you for real? I'm dead ass. And I'll tell y'all, this boy can cook. He can cook. My daughter, she can cook. My kids ain't got to worry about people. They life skills, for them to be 28 and 25, hell no. They don't need nobody. They very well self-sufficient. They was raised very well. And I am very blessed to be their mama. But y'all, his meatloaf was good. But only thing I really been craving lately was like vegetables. So I've been eating a lot of squash and zucchini. I've been eating a lot of asparagus. But really not very much. But I know for sure. And I eat chicken here and there. But after this week, I'm cutting it all out. I got to go back to being clean, healthy, like I used to be. Once I went through this last journey, it took me this long to go back through another. I wasn't eating meat. And I started back eating meat. And I started back eating unclean shit. And it's about to stop. But I'm going to get off of here right now. And once I go in, and if I can record whatever, I still vlog and everything, and let people know how my day and everything go. And once I'm done to show y'all, not to show y'all, but let you know how my first poking went. This is my mama. All right, y'all got to go. Love y'all. Bye.